Hi, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you a few tips for how you can stamp on our Stampin' Up! Mini Muslin Bags. This is what the bags look like, and you can do all kinds of stuff with them. And one of the things that I like to do, one of my favorite things, is to actually stamp on them, and you can have a super cute coordinated project for any kind of gift giving. And gift cards fit in here really well, by the way, too. They're perfect for that. So the first thing that I like to do is start with a piece of cardstock to protect my bag. This measures about 4 by like 4 1/8, so it's a little bit narrower, and it's not going to go all the way up to the top. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm not stamping up here. And this is just to protect the opposite side of the bag so that the stamping doesn't bleed through. That may be a look that you want, and I don't really know, to be honest with you, how much it bleeds through. But I just like to do this just to protect the bag, to make sure that I'm going to get nice stamping exactly where I want it. And this is just a piece of scrap cardstock. It's nothing fancy. Okay, so once that is in there, it's really just as simple as stamping on your bag. I'm using 3 sets today. I'm using the new Work of Art stamp set. I have By the Tide and By the Seashore, and these are both in the current catalog, but they are not brand new. But these are 2 of my absolute favorite sets of all time. And I'm using 3 ink colors today. I have Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, and Pool Party, and I chose these colors and also the stamp images to match my gift that this is going to go along with. And I will show you that here. So I'm going to kind of recreate that nice little wine bottle koozie that I bought as a present for my sister-in-law. And we're going to use some of those same images and motifs that are on there. So I'm going to start with this coral or seaweed or whatever it is image here from By the Tide. Get a nice good big block for that. And when you're stamping on the muslin bags, 2 things. You want to make sure your stamp is inked really, really, really well, and you're going to want to kind of hold it and press it into place for a little bit longer than you would just with normal stamping on paper. I want to make sure that the ink really has time to absorb into the fabric. So this is an old ink pad, that's why I'm really inking it up so heavily. I want to make sure that it's really, really well inked. Okay. And I'll just stamp that and hold. And this is when you really want to do that, what Sherry Carroll calls CPR stamping. Really give it a good press, good even pressure, and hold it down for a minute. Okay, and I use light ink, so it's subtle, and that's exactly what I want. You can see how great that image came out. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to use this great sort of distressed looking chevron from Work of Art, and that's going to be stamped in the Pool Party ink. And I'm just going to stamp this a couple times. See, go off the edge a little bit. Really press, hold it firmly. Okay, and now I want to stamp, I want a slightly lighter image, I want to stamp off. But I'm not just going to go ahead and do that because I want to make sure that it will show up. So, let's see, just get a little scratch paper here, a little piece of scratch paper, and I'm just going to ink that up, stamp off on the cardstock, and stamp one more time on the bag. Oh, you can't even see that. Alright, well, I'll just do another one in full strength then. Got a little bit over here, but it kind of looks like I just messed up. Let's do another one. You know what, I think I'm going to actually hold off on that for now. I think just the one might be nice. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another one. And then I'm going to take the starfish image from By the Seashore. Put him on a block. Okay, and I'm going to use my Calypso Coral ink for that. Awesome. Okay, I think I do want to do one more chevron, but I want to kind of just stress it a little bit even more than just the stamp is. So I'm gonna take my chevron stamp and ink that up. Then I'm gonna kind of take a baby wipe and kind of take some out of the middle. Just take a little bit of the ink off of that. And I'm going to do that right over where the starfish is. I'm not worrying about lining it up with my other chevron. There, that's fun. That's kind of that lighter look that I was going for. So I want to add a little sentiment, so I'm going to bring in another stamp set. This is For Your Party, F-O-U-R. This is another new one from the current catalog, and I'm going to use the Celebrate sentiment here. And for that, I just have a little piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures a quarter of an inch, or a half an inch wide. And I just want to temporarily just adhere this to my work surface here. That lined up. Reposition my tool. And stamp. Looks good. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim this off. And cut a little banner end in this. Okay. Let's see, and that is just gonna go, I think I like it right about there, and I'm hoping, so I'm actually going to use some sticky strip on this. Any kind of super strong adhesive should work just fine. So I'll just use a few pieces of this sticky strip. And I don't know if you can see or not, but I cut it too long, so I'm just going to trim off the edge. Okay. Take off the little backers on my sticky strip. And then I can just place this right where I want it to go. Okay, and I left this end loose, which will add some dimension. And here is my super cute and perfectly coordinated little muslin bag. And I think I'm also going to, once my gift is in there, just take a little piece of the sequin trim, and when I scrunch the bag and tie it the drawstring, I'll just take a little piece of the sequin trim like this and tie it up in the drawstring, just for a little extra bling and fun detail. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope that you enjoy trying out stamping on our Stampin' Up! Mini Muslin Bags. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.